Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
We are here for Random Wednesday. Who knows what's gonna happen? Actually, I think we have an idea.
I think I know too.
But you know what? We're gonna head over to the fort and just try to break some records.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. And then I heard that you are gonna get all slimy making some slime.
That's right.
What do you need for that?
So if you want to grab some borax, white glue, warm water, and maybe a bit of food coloring, I'll tell you a little bit more once we get started, but if you grab that stuff, you'll already be ahead.
Sounds easy. And once you guys are all slimy, or you've made some slime, we're gonna head to story time and hear a little bit about Christy's life.
That's gonna be fun. Let's go.
Random Wednesday.
Hey guys, welcome back. We're at the fort, one of my favorite places. We're gonna be doing a skill called record breaking. If you've been here before, you might know we have these record books. We keep them year to year, and if you beat a record, you get your name in the book. So we're gonna be trying to see if we can get our names in the book today. Let's do it.
All right, Darian's gonna try to break the record of holding his breath the longest. So here we go in 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, no way.
Hello, my name is Amy. Today I'm going to be doing a new record-breaking trick thingy of how many cherry stems I can tie in a minute. If you watched our human trick segment, I did that then too. So, you know, one trick pony, I guess. In 1 minute, this is how many I can do.
3, 2, 1, start. Stop right there!
There!
Oh!
You got 5. Yay!
5.
That's good.
5.
Alright, that was awesome.
Hey guys, it's Rachel and Cass, and we're gonna do a new record-breaking trick of throwing Skittles into someone else's mouth. So someone has to throw, someone has to catch. We're doing a broomstick distance away, and it's gonna be how many we can get in 1 minute.
3, 2, 1, go. 21, 22. That's it right there, time.
22.
22.
That's pretty good.
Okay, how many go to waste?
Awesome, we did it.
Oh wait, I'm Steven, and I'm gonna attempt to break the 12-second drink a can of pop record here at the fort.
3, 2, 1, go.
That was awesome.
All right, I'm gonna attempt to do the longest handstand.
I'm gonna try to do 10 handstand push-ups. Let's see how it goes.
Good job, team. You're already there. What?
I might need to see my timer. It's motivating for me.
We're at 20 seconds. And you know what? Oh.
Hi, my name's Dakota, and I'm starting a new record of how long I can hold this broomstick on a single finger.
Hey guys, I'm Tanya, and I am going to do the cup song that we learned a few weeks ago. I'm gonna go as long as I can before I mess it up. So, here we go.
All right, I'm gonna see how many times I can cross this bean. Hopefully more than 45. We'll see.
All right, the record I'm gonna try to break is stacking firewood logs Jenga style. So the record is 13 layers, so I'm gonna try to beat it right now. Let's go.
So the record that I'm trying to break today is standing on 1 foot on a log at the fort for, I'm aiming around 8 to 10 minutes. So let's see how it goes. 11 minutes, beat that fort record.
Alright guys, that was so fun to try to break some of your records and set some of our own. Hope you enjoyed watching it. I'm gonna go write the records down in the record book right now. We hope to see you back next year to try to break some of those records and set maybe some of your own too.
How to.
For today's how-to video, we are going to be making slime. It's going to be lots of fun. And some of you asked to make slime, so here we are doing it because it's one of the best things ever. So, this is what you will need. You can watch this part and then pause it, go grab stuff, and then join me again after. So, this is what you'll need. You'll need some warm water, all right? That's what I got up here. Not hot, not cold, just nice warm water. Second thing you'll need, right here, I got some school glue. So just some classic white glue. If you have some lying around, that is what you'll need, white glue. The third thing you will need is borax, all right? So this might be something you might not have actually around your house, which is okay. You can either go out and buy some, or another thing that also works is contact lens solution. It has the same thing as borax that makes our slime turn into slime. So borax or slime is what you will need. Those are kind of all the ingredients. I am also going to be using some food coloring dye, all right? To make my slime a fun color, so it's not just white. Other things that you could add would be like glitter or beads to give a different texture. But yeah, I got some green and some blue. I don't know which one I'm going to use yet for our slime. Those are all of the ingredients you'll need. Utensils and things you'll need. You'll need some mixing bowls to mix our slime in. You will need some measuring cups or spoons to make sure we get the right ingredients, the right amount of each ingredient for our slime. So if you want to pause the video, quickly pause it right now, go and grab everything you'll need, and then we'll get started. So I have the recipe here, which we will somehow also attach to the video. And the first thing we're gonna make is slime. We're gonna make two different types of slime type things. We're gonna make some slime, and then we're gonna try to make a bouncy ball and see how they end up. So for the first regular slime, we are gonna start by mixing borax and water together. So we're gonna take 1 cup of warm water. So make sure I can get all the way in there. Make it a cup. Perfect, 1 cup of water. And then you need half a teaspoon of borax. So stick it in the box here. See if I can get, oh, there's one. You can add a little extra borax, isn't gonna actually hurt. It's gonna be a good thing for putting your slime together. It'll make it slimier, I guess. It won't be as sticky, it'll make it, yeah, less sticky, more like slime. So we're gonna have that together, and then we're gonna mix it together until the borax goes into the water. So I think this is why you need warm water, because borax will mix better into warm water than to cold water. That looks pretty good, and then we're gonna put it off to the side. Then we need some glue, all right? So I think we need half a cup of white glue, and this is the step where you would add in things like glitter and food coloring and whatnot. So we're gonna get my half cup measure right here. And we're gonna grab glue, measure out half a cup of glue. Whoa, oh, perfect right there. Put it into the bowl, just like so. Perfect. And then like I said, this is where you're gonna add your glitter and your beads and your food coloring. So I wanna make some green slime. So I'm gonna put a bunch. Whoa, that was a lot. That was a lot of food coloring. I put 1, 2, 3, 4, like 10 drops, and then you'll get a really good color. Then grab a spoon, mix it around, and oh yeah, look at that. Then our next step is we just have to mix the water together with the glue. So when we mix it together, the water's not gonna all disappear. What's gonna happen is the borax in the water is gonna have a small chemical reaction with the glue, making it less sticky and more as like a clump, as a slime for us to play with. So let's see what happens when we pour it in. Pour it in just like that. And then you just kind of want to mix it around. The borax has got to get everywhere until it stops kind of sticking to the sides. All right, oh, you see how it's kind of making a clump? That is exactly what we want. So we'll just keep mixing around. And you know what, if it doesn't quite get it to the clump where you want, or I'm not quite there, so yeah, I'm just gonna add a little bit more borax. Just right on top, not too much. That wasn't even a full 1/4 tablespoon. Mix it around. And then, once it's kind of coming off, this is where you get to use your hands, and it's really fun. So I'm gonna put my hands in here and start kind of mixing it together, trying to get it into a big blob. Once it's all good and kind of in a clump, you can take it out and hold your slime in your hands, just like that. Look, it doesn't really even stick to your fingers, and now you have your own slime. Oh yeah, that was perfect. Nice slime ball, gush around, like so. Couple things with the slime though. I wouldn't do it on any kind of furniture or on any carpet. I would keep it in your kitchen just in case you drop some on the floor. It's easier to clean up, all right? And now you can just play with your slime. And when you're done playing with your slime, I would recommend getting a plastic bag and then putting your slime into your plastic bag to store it, all right? So you can play with it again a little bit later, just like that. Well, that slime worked out really good, but I said we're gonna make 2 things today. All right, now that my station is mostly cleaned up, we are gonna try another type of slime. We're gonna try to make a bouncy ball, all right? So, this is gonna get kind of crazy if it works. I think I've seen this recipe done and it works pretty good. So, what we're gonna need only a half a cup this time of water and 1 tablespoon of borax. So a couple of different measurements. So my half cup is full of glue right now, so I'm just gonna use a 1/4 cup. So I'm gonna use my 1/4 cup measure and grab 2, because 2 quarters equals a half. And those weren't quite full, so I'm just gonna grab a little bit more. Perfect, so I got half a cup of water in front of me, and I need 1 tablespoon of borax. So there is a lot more borax in this mixture than there was in the last one. So I got my tablespoon a little bit bigger. Perfect. 1 tablespoon borax in the water. And this one, once again, gonna mix it around. There's a lot more borax in this one time, which is good. So we're gonna try to mix it until it's mostly in the water, which is just how I have it right now. Then, a separate bowl, we're gonna grab, it says 1 to 2 tablespoons of glue. So I'm gonna do tablespoon, same one that we used for the borax. Let's do 1 and like a half. So there's 1, get it in there, and just a And like last time, I'm gonna try to color this. So I'm gonna try to color this one blue. I want a blue bouncy ball. So there's less glue, less drips. I did about 4 drips in there. And then we're gonna mix it around. Oh, that is a really fun looking blue. Then, what we do is we're gonna take our water and borax mixture again and pour it in with the glue. And then mix it around really, really good. So, I'm gonna mix. There's lots of borax in there, which is really good. Try to get it all off the sides. And once it's like that, then we're gonna take our hand in and we're gonna try to mix it together with our hand. Try to get all of that borax mixed in. And let's see what happens when I put it together. All right, and let's see. Oh, there's a little bit of a bounce. Let's try mixing it around. A little bit more. I think my water was not quite warm enough that the borax didn't go in, but let's see what happens here. Now we got it mostly in a ball shape. Oh, look at that! It bounces! Hey, that's pretty cool. And I think once it dries a little bit more, it might even become a little bit more bouncy. So it bounces off the ground just like that. Nice little bouncy ball. So those are the ingredients and everything you'll need to make either some slime to play with or a really cool bouncy ball thing. So I hope you guys had fun. Send us pictures, videos of what your guys' slime looked like and if your bouncy balls worked as well. And yeah, I think we're off and that was a lot of fun. So I let my bouncy ball dry. This is future Jordan talking. And look, it bounces so good. So lots of fun. Bouncy balls work really, really good.
Story time.
Hey guys, it's Christy here, or you might know me as Kangaroo if you've been at the fort. I really miss having you guys here. It's been a weird summer without you guys here. I miss you. But I'm still really excited that I get to be here with you today virtually to share a bit about what God has been doing in my life. It's part of what I love about camp. I like that we get to have weird, wacky, wild Wednesdays, but we also get to learn about Jesus and hear people's stories of what God has been doing in their life. And so, yeah, that's what I want to do with you now. If you've been watching Camp4U Chapels, you'll know that this summer's theme is Set Your Sights. And so I want to share, just a little bit about what that means to me, for me to set my sights on Jesus. And so for me, setting my sights on Jesus means to always remind myself of who God is in every situation, no matter what I'm thinking or feeling or going through. I just know that God is always good. His love for me never changes, and he's always faithful, which means that he's always with me and he always keeps his promises. And sometimes I can forget these things, especially when I go through hard times. And that's why setting my sights on Jesus is so important, is just to keep reminding myself that no matter what I feel, God is always good and he is always faithful and he is always, his love for me never changes. And even if it doesn't feel like it in the moment. And so I want to share a little bit about my story with that. I wasn't born into a Christian home. My mom knew about God, but she didn't really know God. She thought that he was a mean God, that he didn't really love her, and that he was just mad at her whenever she did anything wrong. And so because of this, she decided she didn't want to be a Christian. But when I was 4 years old, my mom was diagnosed with cancer, and she got really, really sick. And then when I was 5, she died, and that was really hard. But before she died, a family came into her life and got to tell her about who Jesus really is, that he actually loves her so much, and God isn't a mean God, but actually, just loves her more than she could ever imagine. And so because of them, my mom actually came to know Jesus before she died, and I'm really, really thankful that I know that I will see my mom again in heaven one day. That's just, that's really special to me. I'm also really thankful for this family because they actually became my family after my mom passed away. God did some crazy, miraculous things to make that all happen, and it's a little bit too long of a story to share with you right now, but yeah, I just am really thankful that God loved me so much to give me a mom and a dad and a sister and even a dog, because he knows how much I love dogs. Yeah, and it was through them that I actually became a Christian as well. I came to know Jesus. And yeah, even though I'm really thankful for how God worked things out for me, being adopted has been really hard for me at times as well. When I was growing up especially, I felt sad a lot and missed my mom, and I just felt very alone because I didn't really know how to talk about how I was feeling. And when I was in high school, my grandpa passed away from cancer as well. And then a couple months after that, my cousin also died really unexpectedly. And this was a really, really hard time for me, and I couldn't understand why God would let it all happen. Even though I prayed for my grandpa to get better and to come to know Jesus, God didn't answer my prayer the way that I wanted him to, or the way that I thought he would. And also my cousin died so young, and I couldn't understand why God would kind of allow that to happen. And it left me with a lot of questions about God, like, is he still good? Is he really loving? And is he really with me? Yeah, and that was a really hard season to be asking those questions. But over the last 6 years or so, God put a lot of people in my life, and he has shown me just who he really is. And I've learned through other people and just through spending time with God that he really is good, and he really is faithful, and he really does love me more than I could ever know. And that never changes. And yeah, sometimes when I look at the stars at night and see the moon and or the sun during the day and how small they all seem, but know that they're actually huge, that kind of reminds me that God's perspective, or the way that he sees things, is so much bigger than mine, and I won't always understand why God does the things that he does. And that's why setting my sights on Jesus is really important. I have to focus on what I know about God, so that even when things don't happen the way that I want them to, I know that God is still good, and he loves me, and he is always with me, and he always keeps his promises to me, even when I'm going through hard times and I don't understand what he's doing. In life, we're all going to go through hard things. Maybe some of you have been through some hard things already, and we also get to experience great things, and I'm sure a lot of you have experienced some really fun times as well, maybe even here at camp. I know I sure have. And sometimes we pray for things, and God answers our prayers in really miraculous ways and does the things that we want him to do, and that's really fun. But sometimes we also pray and God doesn't answer our prayers the way that we would want him to, or the way that we think he should. But in those times, it's really important that we set our sights on Jesus, because no matter what, we must remind ourselves that he is always with us. His love never changes, and he's always good. One of my favorite verses is Isaiah 43, 1-3, because it reminds me that God promises to always be with me. And it goes like this: "Don't be afraid, because I have saved you. I have called you by name, and you are mine. When you pass through the waters, I will be with you. When you cross rivers, you will not drown. When you walk through fire, you will not be burned. The flames will not hurt you. This is because I, the Lord, am your God. I, the Holy One of Israel, am your Savior." I love that in these verses, God says that he has saved us. He knows our names, and we will always be with him. No matter what things we're going through, whether it's good things or hard things or sad things or scary things or really fun things, God promises to always be with us and to never leave us. So whether you're at school or in your mom's car or in your room at home, God is always there, and he's listening whenever you talk to him. And I hope that encourages you to set your sights on Jesus too. And yeah, that's a little bit about what God has been doing in my life. Thank you guys for watching and for being a part of this summer. It's been really fun. So thanks. Bye guys.
I really love campfires at camp, and something that I really love about the campfires that we have at camp is hearing our cabin leaders and our staff's testimonies.
Absolutely. I really love that too. And something I've loved about this summer in particular is having our Fort cohort, a number of them getting to share their stories during our story time, like Christy today.
Yeah, it's so great. And if you guys want to share your camp stories or lessons that you've been learning through Camp4U, we want to hear those as well because we love hearing what our campers are learning. And so you can email us at camp4u@sabc.ca and send us those stories that you are learning.
Yeah.
Which goes hand in hand with sending us your videos and photos for the challenges for this week.
Yeah. So those stories can come in video or email like Charlie said. And the challenges for this week for videos are a list. Here we go.
Yeah.
They are our derby or homemade cars. So let us know, show us what you did, what you painted, what you created. We want to see those. Any baking that you might have been inspired to do. How did your cookie turn out? Wacky utensil meal, if you tried to eat soup with a fork or with a spatula. I don't know, but I can't wait to see what happened to your house. And plus campfire songs and memory verses from our chapel times.
Yeah, and those were all from Monday's videos. From today's videos, you saw us trying to break the fort records, so you can try breaking those same records.
Yeah.
Or if you have something that you are really good at, why don't you send us in a video of you doing that, and maybe next year it will make it in the fort record book.
Yeah.
As well as Jordan taught us how to make slime and rubber balls, so make sure to also send your videos and photos of that.
Whew. Charlie, that is a lot. So guys, make sure you get those sent in, and we'll see you for Freestyle Friday.